Arsenal complete £51 million transfer of Martin Zubimendi, the midfield maestro Mikel Arteta has been waiting for. Arsenal have officially confirmed the signing of Spanish midfielder Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad in a deal worth £51 million, making him the club's second signing of the summer following Kepa Arrizabalaga's move from Chelsea. The 26-year-old joins the Gunners on a 5-year deal, putting an end to months of speculation and strategic planning that began as early as last summer. This transfer is more than just a big-name acquisition. For Mikel Arteta, this is the culmination of a long-term midfield rebuild plan, one that has been months, even years, in the making. It's a statement of ambition, precision, and long-term thinking from Arsenal, a club that's no longer shopping reactively, but proactively, with a clear tactical identity in mind. Why Zubimendi? Why now? Arsenal's interest in Zubimendi isn't new. The Gunners had made contact with Real Sociedad last summer, even aiming for a double swoop that included his then-teammate Mikel Merino. Sociedad resisted losing both midfield stars in the same window, leading to a compromise. Merino joined in August 2024 for £31.6 million, and Zubimendi was convinced, largely by Arteta and Merino, to wait one more year. But Arsenal knew exactly what they were doing. With Jorginho and Thomas Partey both entering the final year of their contracts, and both now having left the club, Arsenal had to ensure their next number 6 could define their midfield for years to come. That player, in Arteta's mind, has always been Zubimendi. The North London club quietly activated the £51 million release clause in March, well ahead of the transfer window, beating off strong competition from Real Madrid and Liverpool. The move was kept under wraps as Madrid reportedly made a late push following Xabi Alonso's appointment as their new manager. But the pre-agreement Arsenal had secured, and the influence of Arteta and Merino, proved too strong to overcome. The player, calm, intelligent, complete. Zubimendi is not your typical modern-day holding midfielder. He doesn't rely on brute strength or flashy dribbling. Instead, his game is built around intelligence, anticipation, spatial awareness, and technical precision. Across 236 appearances for his boyhood club, Zubimendi has consistently been the conductor, dictating play, breaking opposition press, and shielding the backline with surgical positioning and crisp ball distribution. Coaches and former teammates compare him to Xabi Alonso, both in playing style and in character, calm, understated, but always one step ahead on the pitch. A European Championship winner with Spain in 2024, Zubimendi now brings his international pedigree to North London. His ability to maintain composure under pressure and recycle possession efficiently is precisely what Arteta wants at the base of his midfield. Zubimendi on joining Arsenal. Speaking after signing, Zubimendi couldn't hide his excitement. "This is a huge moment in my career. It's the move I was looking for and one I wanted to make. As soon as you set foot here, you realize how big this club and this team are. I set my sights on Arsenal because their style of play is a good fit for me. They've shown their potential recently, and I believe the best is yet to come." Zubimendi will wear the number 36 shirt and is expected to link up with his new teammates ahead of their pre-season training camp in Spain. Arteta and Berta speak out. Manager Mikel Arteta was full of praise for his new midfield general. "Martin is a player who brings a huge amount of quality and football intelligence to our team. He fits our style perfectly and has all the attributes to be a key player for us. The consistency he's shown for both club and country is exactly why we wanted him at Arsenal." Sporting director Andrea Berta, who joined Arsenal in late 2024 and has already delivered on 3 major targets, Kepa, Zubimendi, and Christian Norgård, whose £15 million deal from Brentford is close to being finalised, added, "We are so proud to bring Martin to Arsenal. He was a top priority for us, and his quality is a perfect match for the squad we are building." What's next for Arsenal? Zubimendi's arrival marks a key point in Arsenal's summer. With the midfield now reinforced, the club is expected to turn their attention to finalising deals for Brentford captain Norgård and possibly making a move for Chelsea winger Noni Madueke in the coming weeks. And up front, Arsenal are also on the verge of signing Victor Gyokeres, who could become the focal point of Arteta's new-look attack. The addition of Zubimendi gives Arsenal a much-needed balance, a deep-lying midfielder capable of protecting the defence and launching attacks, the kind of glue player Arsenal have lacked in high-pressure moments. A signing with symbolism. This transfer is symbolic, not just because of the talent involved, but because of what it represents. Arsenal are no longer scrambling for signings in August. They're not making late panic buys. They're identifying world-class players early, convincing them to commit, and integrating them into a squad that is being built to compete for titles, not just top 4. Zubimendi is calm, composed, and committed. Just like Arsenal's new transfer strategy. Let the next chapter begin. Teta finally lands his number 9. From an anxious and strikerless start to pre-season to now having Victor Gyokeres on the brink of walking through the Emirates doors, Arsenal's summer business has taken a major leap forward. After months of speculation, delay, and rising frustration among fans, the Gunners have finally made a decisive breakthrough in the pursuit of Mikel Arteta's long-awaited centre-forward. And now, it's only a matter of time before the red-hot Swedish striker makes his debut in red and white. Gyokeres, 27, is poised to become Arsenal's new attacking spearhead after advanced talks with Sporting CP moved closer to a full agreement. According to close sources, personal terms between Gyokeres and the North London club have already been ironed out, with the player ready to commit to a long-term deal. Sporting, who have reluctantly accepted the inevitability of losing their star man, are now just finalizing the financial details of the transfer. For Arsenal, this marks a huge win, not just in the market, but in planning and preparation ahead of a vital 2024-25 season. The Gunners started their pre-season earlier this week in London without a new number 9, and many feared that striker recruitment would again drag on until late August. But with Sporting director Andrea Berta accelerating talks and sealing terms with the player, Gyokeres could now join the squad at the perfect time. The timing could not be sweeter. Arsenal will soon depart for Spain to continue their pre-season with warm-weather training sessions and fixtures designed to build rhythm, fitness, and chemistry. If the Gyokeres deal is completed before the trip, as expected, the striker will be able to immediately begin integrating with his new teammates. That would also give him a vital head start before the team flies out to Singapore for a high-profile pre-season clash against AC Milan on July 23rd. Arsenal's pre-season schedule is packed with competitive opportunities for Gyokeres to get his feet wet. If all goes well, his first unofficial appearance could come against Milan in Singapore, giving fans a glimpse of what he can offer Arteta's system. If that comes too soon, Arsenal's match against Newcastle United in the same region offers another possible debut slot. From there, Arsenal will face Tottenham Hotspur in Hong Kong, a clash that could mark Gyokeres' first involvement in a North London derby, albeit in a friendly context. The warm-up games don't end there. Upon return to London, Arsenal will host Villarreal and Athletic Club in back-to-back matches at the Emirates Stadium, two occasions that could allow the home faithful their first up-close look at their new forward before the curtain officially rises on the Premier League season. And that curtain raiser? A blockbuster opening weekend match at Old Trafford against Manchester United, the very club that, along with their coach-in-waiting Ruben Amorim, had also been linked with Gyokeres. Should the move go through as planned, Gyokeres could make his competitive Arsenal debut in one of the most high-stakes environments in English football, a narrative-rich twist given United's previous interest. Arsenal have had to choose between two major forward targets all summer, the powerful and proven Victor Gyokeres, and the younger but highly promising Benjamin Eko. While both offered compelling cases, Arsenal's need for a physically dominant, experienced finisher who could make an immediate impact tipped the balance in Gyokeres' favor. His incredible record in Portugal, blending strength, relentless pressing, and a ruthless finishing touch, made him an ideal fit for Arteta's evolving tactical system. Arteta himself has been vocal behind the scenes about his desire to get business done early. He knows the value of having new signings integrated during pre-season, rather than weeks into the campaign. And while Arsenal are also working on finalizing deals for Kepa Arrizabalaga, Martin Zubimendi, and Christian Nurgid, it is Gyokeres who represents the headline move, the one to finally fill the void at the tip of Arsenal's attack. Arsenal still have transfer business left to do, particularly in wide areas and at centre-back, where names like Christian Mosquera are still on the list, but locking in a top striker is the ultimate priority. With the striker position arguably being the club's most discussed issue since the exits of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexandre Lacazette, the arrival of Gyokeres is expected to bring a new dimension and real cutting edge to Arteta's squad. So now, after months of silence and uncertainty, Arsenal fans can start to dream. Victor Gyokeres is on the way. And if all continues as planned, his Arsenal debut could be just 2 weeks away. Let the new era begin.